My name is Lisa, and I live with my husband, Fabian, and our daughter, Madison. We're a family of three. Fabian, who has always been fond of children, would play with Madison after coming home from work. On holidays, we would all go to the park together, and Madison seemed to be having a great time.
I want to go to the park again.
Yeah, it was fun. So let's go back with Mom and play together again.
That sounds nice, doesn't it, Madison?
Yes, I'm excited.
Lisa, you must be tired, right? How about taking a break from the housework today and we go out to eat somewhere?
Really?
I want to eat omelet rice.
While we get along well and have fun, I've been facing a particular concern recently. The problem arises during our meal times at home.
You know I hate fish dishes, Lisa, right?
I understand, but eating only meat isn't good for your nutritional balance.
Ah, forget it, I bought some dessert, so I'll just settle for that.
Ugh. Finishing off your meal with just that again. The truth is, Fabian loves meat dishes and is very picky with food. Lately, he has been bringing home convenience store sweets and ice cream almost every day. Fabian's take-home pay is 150,000 yen. To be honest, his earnings aren't that high, and he spends a lot. Despite my repeated pleas to save money, he wouldn't understand. Then, one day. I'm sorry to make such a strange request, mother-in-law.
Oh, it's all right. I'm happy to teach Lisa how to bake. And then you add sugar here.
So, add sugar here.
What are you writing, Mama?
I'm taking notes on how to bake while I'm being taught. Is baking fun?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Indeed. Fabian is lucky to have such a kind wife.
The sweets we made at my mother-in-law's house turned out to be very delicious. That night. Hey, Fabian, there's a homemade dessert after dinner today.
I don't want it.
Why not? I learned how to make it from your mom today. Madison helped too, and it's really delicious, you know?
I'm just not in the mood to eat anything you made.
Despite my efforts in making the sweets, Fabian didn't take a single bite. Moreover, his attitude only worsened over time. A little while later.
Hey Lisa, can't you make more decent meals?
Isn't it delicious? There's meat and I've properly included vegetables too.
I told you I hate vegetables, didn't I? Why don't you get it?
But you need to eat vegetables too. I've even tried to make the taste more palatable for you.
I'm telling you not to waste the money I earned.
I'm not wasting any money.
Geez. If you're my wife, you should be making and serving the food I like every day.
Oh, Fabian. You're not eating?
I don't want it. Haven't I told you I can't eat that kind of stuff?
While saying such things, Fabian left the room. Lately, I've been especially careful to prepare meals that even Fabian would find easy to eat. But there are times when he doesn't eat, just complains loudly, and goes to bed. However, I try to find solace in the fact that Madison is asleep during these times. A few weeks later. Good morning, Fabian.
What's this? What do you mean by serving this early in the morning?
What do you mean? It's just a normal breakfast.
How many times do I have to tell you to serve something edible? I'm going to throw this away.
Wait, Fabian, what are you doing?
If you keep making this garbage food, I won't put a single yen into the household expenses anymore.
How did it come to this?
It's because you're at fault. If you have a complaint, get out of this house right now. Really? Who do you think is feeding you?
Telling me to leave like that.
You'd be in trouble without me, right? That means you'd run out of money for living expenses, huh?
Fabian, you've been in a bad mood for a while now. Honestly, I have no idea what you're thinking.
It's just that you don't have enough brains to think.
If you don't tell me what's bothering you, no one will understand.
You're my wife, aren't you? You should be able to guess what your husband is thinking. Realize that you need to put in more effort.
Why do you have to speak like that?
It's just as usual, isn't it? After all, I'm the only one who's working and earning money for this house, right?
But that's...
Laying out only trash in front of a husband who's working like that. You should just quietly do the housework without complaining. And just make the food I like, that's all you need to do.
After saying that, Fabian went off to work. Feeling at my wit's end with Fabian's attitude, I decided to consult someone. A week later. Welcome home. What's with that mountain of sweets?
Since Lisa keeps making only the food I hate, I bought these.
Even so, there's no need to buy so much.
Have you already forgotten what I said? If you have a problem with what I do, I'm willing to divorce you, you know?
Thank you, then let's get a divorce. Here, sign this.
A divorce form. Don't joke with me. Why do I have to be presented with a divorce form from you?
It doesn't matter who files it, you want a divorce, don't you?
Well, yes, but things like this should be filed by me, not by someone incompetent like you.
What are you even saying? I've been trying to cook and manage the house thinking about how to keep you healthy and happy.
Where was that? All I remember is being displeased.
Don't just spout nonsense, you idiot son.
Mom!
All you do is repeat the same foolishness.
Why is Mom here? Did Lisa call you?
Even if she did, what's the problem with that? Honestly, it's only because you're such a picky eater that Lisa has been considerate.
I'm not particularly.
Be quiet when I'm talking. First of all, how much did you spend on that pile of sweets?
Well, it's my money, so it doesn't matter.
Don't spend without even knowing how much you're using.
I have no choice if there's nothing I can eat, right?
Stop making selfish excuses.
Lisa must have lied to make things sound favorable to her.
I've let your mother listen to the recordings of our conversations, so it's pointless to lie.
Recording? Why would you do such a thing?
I had recorded Fabian's past statements as evidence. As Fabian was fussing over this.
Enough is enough. Will you shut up?
Yikes.
You've been nothing but excuses since a while ago.
Why are sister and brother here too? I wasn't told both of you would be here.
Of course, I wouldn't tell you.
Fabian, you know what? It's despicable to trample on Lisa's kindness like that.
What's your problem having such a talented cook for a wife?
It's true that Lisa is a useless wife who doesn't cater to my needs, so it can't be helped.
The one who's inconsiderate is you, Fabian.
I don't care about that. I mean, I work outside and provide for the family, you know?
Yay, and so?
So it's Lisa who should adjust to me, that's the problem. It's clear who is wrong here, even you guys should see it, right?
The problem is with you.
Why me?
I work part-time, so I have more free time compared to Fabian. But I've used that time to manage our home and try to cater to what Fabian likes, you know?
Even if you try, something useless remains useless. Think about how I feel when such food is put in front of me.
You should consider how Lisa feels getting complained at for meals she worked hard on.
Lisa can live because I'm working. Then it's natural for her to be considerate, right?
How could she know what you feel like each day, you idiot?
Who do you think you are?
Mom, I get that you like Lisa and all, but the fact is I'm the one earning here. She's just a useless person who can't live properly without me.
I've already got a job at Noah's company, so I can live without Fabian now.
What? A job?
The mother-in-law, who had been listening to the issues for a while, had shared the story with Mia and Noah. When I became determined to divorce, Noah had already invited me to consider an opportunity. Fabian, completely unaware of my preparations to become independent, reacted. So, you don't need to worry about my future living arrangements.
Huh. Why would someone like you get a job at my brother's company?
I talked to my boss after hearing everything from Mom. And it turns out, you perfectly fit the type of person the company was looking for.
Even if you got in through family connections, I'm sure you'll be of no use at all.
Don't jump to conclusions right from the start.
But there's no way someone like Lisa could actually work properly.
She'll be fine.
Why? Stop making baseless statements.
Noah works at a food company, right? And Lisa is incredibly good at creating new dishes, isn't she?
A food company? Is that so?
I had an interview with the department head before joining. During the interview, we talked about cooking, costs, efforts, and such.
What? You've already done the interview.
I've always thought Lisa's culinary skills and ideas were amazing. But considering Madison still needs a lot of care, I thought we can't let such talent go unnoticed.
That must be just a fluke at the beginning.
When a big company's head says okay, it's not just a beginning or an end.
That shows how much culinary talent Lisa has.
What talent? Just because a housewife can make something a bit different doesn't mean my brother's boss is just intrigued by the novelty.
Fabian, how much more will you belittle Lisa before you're satisfied? Do you even realize how much she has tried for your sake?
Thinking that a wife should just be grateful to provide warm meals every day is a huge mistake.
Fabian was being pointed out for his flaws by Noah, Mia, and his mother-in-law. Though Fabian seemed a bit intimidated, he continued.
Lisa has been living comfortably as a stay-at-home wife until now. There's no way she can keep up now that she's trying to re-enter society.
That's not true. While originality is demanded in food development, the taste that everyone finds delicious hasn't changed over the years.
Lisa's cooking is delicious because she thinks of the people who will eat it.
Thinking, what's that supposed to mean?
You mean the face you make when you eat something delicious and smile, right? You don't even understand that, and you call yourself husband?
Well, that's different.
Even Madison, who dislikes carrots and bell peppers, always eats a lot because Lisa comes up with creative ways to cook them. And yet, here you are, an adult, acting so selfishly, it's embarrassing.
I'm just saying what I want to eat.
But even when I cook that, you always complain. If that happens, there's nothing more I can do, right? That's why I wanted you to talk about what you're thinking.
I told you to understand that on your own.
That's what we're saying. You have to speak up. Lisa isn't a mind reader.
Ugh, every housewife in every family anticipates her husband's feelings.
What kind of image do you have of housewives?
It's just Lisa who can't do what everyone else can.
Man, you're not really listening to what we're saying, are you?
I am listening.
But you're not understanding anything at all.
I do understand. Lisa will see the reality too. She'll realize how blessed she was to have me providing for her.
I'm grateful for the support you've provided to the family. But from now on, I'll be living for Madison and myself. Angered by Fabian's selfish words, I responded assertively. Then,
Don't get too cocky just because you're going to work for a big company.
I'm just stating my opinion. It was tough for me too, managing on a net income of 150,000 yen.
Net income of 150,000 yen is tight.
Even with a net income of 1.5 million, dissing your wife would be infuriating. But with 150,000 yen and on top of that splurging recklessly, it's totally justified to be enraged.
What's with this all of a sudden?
Fabian, do you realize how incredible it is that she managed the monthly budget, took care of the child, and even saved some money?
But she could do that because of me, right?
You always have to make it sound like you're doing her a favor. It's a mutual life when you're married.
We're supposed to support each other in life, so why are you wasting money, Fabian?
It's my salary. I can buy whatever I want, can't I?
If you think like that, you shouldn't have gotten married in the first place.
I'm an adult. Mom has no right to say that to me.
Mom's not saying that. She's pointing out your thinking is worse than a bachelor.
But it's the money I earned, right?
Even so, you should be saving.
There were months we went into deficit because of unexpected expenses, you know?
Do you understand that children require money for various things?
I wonder how much we could have saved if it weren't for Fabian's wasteful spending.
That's Lisa's role to think about. That's why I don't need to worry about how I spend.
Keep saying that if you want. I'm getting divorced, so from now on, you'll need to manage your finances on your own. I reiterated that I was going to get a divorce. Fabian didn't seem to take my words seriously until.
Lisa, are you serious about the divorce talk?
Of course I'm serious. Haven't I told you that I've got a job?
Stop zoning out.
It can't be true.
It's true, for heaven's sake. We've even decided on a place to live with Madison.
What? You've already progressed that far.
Obviously. The only one who thought it was a joke is you, Fabian.
Fabian, I no longer consider you my son. I'm cutting off our parent-child relationship. We're disowning you.
Disowning.
Yay, don't worry, we've already told the family altar about it.
Dad said we should do it too.
You're lying. Wait, please. I can't handle a divorce.
You're the one who brought it up, so it's too late to say it's troublesome now.
Don't come crying now.
For once, stand up straight and accept it.
Wait, please. I can't manage living on my own.
It should be harder to live with a wife who can't do what everyone else can, right?
Fabian will surely manage perfectly on his own.
Looks like you're the one who needs to become independent, Fabian.
Wait, that's not fair. I'll eat Lisa's cooking without leaving any behind from now on.
I won't be cooking anymore, so you can eat whatever you like.
I want to eat Lisa's homemade meals every day, please.
Madison is going to eat mommy's cooking every day.
Oh, Madison. You love playing with Daddy, right?
I do, but I'm going to play with Uncle Noah and Mia, so I'm good.
Oh, kids are so honest.
Also, I love baking sweets with Grandma, so I like being with Mommy more.
That settles it.
It's a crushing defeat for Fabian.
Now you can eat as many sweets or whatever else you like.
Isn't there anyone on my side?
Thus, I was able to divorce Fabian. Under Mia's supervision, Fabian now works diligently every day to pay alimony and child support. However, with no one to manage his health, he often falls ill. His picky eating habits persist, eating only what he likes, leading to deteriorating skin and sloppy attire, which gets him reprimanded by his boss and shunned by female coworkers. In this way, Fabian leads a miserable life, working hard as a consequence of losing a happy family. As for me,
Madison really likes baking sweets, doesn't she?
That's definitely a trait she got from Lisa.
she's always by my side, helping me out.
Wow, Madison is amazing.
Lisa, whenever parenting gets stuff, don't hesitate to ask for help, all right?
Yes, thank you. Even after the divorce, my good relationship with my mother-in-law, Noah, and Mia continued. My job at Noah's company is going well, and I'm about to participate in a planning meeting. While I'm nervous, I find it fulfilling. And after work, the smiling face of my dear Madison awaits me. Seeing Madison's smile makes me feel like I can overcome anything. Although I've become a single mother, I'm surrounded by people I love and can rely on. With their support as my motivation, I'm determined to do my best both as a mother and a professional. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.